So first, let's look at the note here.
What the? Is this a letter?
I guess that's a letter. What's this? This looks nice. I've never seen this before. What is this? Oh. Anyways, look at the letter. The letter quietly lies on the table of the passenger car. Judging from its texture and style, it's from the Shanzhou. On the paper, the names of the sender and recipient are all omitted, with only a faint trace of dim ink vaguely visible. Open it. You unfold the letter and the ink immediately becomes visible. As if an invisible hand holds the pen like a sword, making swift, decisive strokes. After a moment, its content regains its original appearance. A letter of unknown origin. I have learned of your return to your home. How you upend the ancient seas and save the world from danger. I am sure this has recovered your forgotten memories. In accordance with our old vow, we should once again roam our lands of past, drink in celebration, and recount our great adventures.
Upend the ancient sea and return to old ground. It's a letter for Dan Heng, but who is it from? I should ask the conductor.
What's this? Oh, yeah, right.
Upend the
That's
ancient
cool.
sea and return to old ground. It's
I forgot they added that. It's a really, really nice, like, quality of life feature. Alright. Hey, pom pom.
Heave ho! Heave ho!
What is this?
Huh? Trailblazer, do you need help with something?
Oh, this is new. Oh, because got the letter. Right. Who sent the letter?
Mom's been cleaning up this whole time and didn't see any letters.
Someone sneak onto the express?
What? Don't scare Pom-Pom like that! Why are there always strange things sneaking onto our train? Pom-Pom is going to upgrade the security level around here.
You really should, pom pom.
What does the letter say?
This.
It looks like an invitation. Who could have sent it? Does Don Hong have any friends on the Law Fu? If Don Hong
I
remembers
guess
correctly,
friends
he
is
said he was
close enough.
exiled from there, right?
Why do you know this? Sure. Dave?
I highly doubt Dan Heng's enemy would send an invitation letter.
That's true.
Why don't you show Don Hong the letter? You know where to find him.
You know archives to find him. What? Oh, there he is. What's up, then?
What is it? Do you need something?
Yo, letter for you.
There's no signature. And it doesn't mention a time or place. Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember.
Yeah, you can access those
Unfortunately,
memories, right?
I'm going to disappoint them.
Anything help?
Thanks, but I don't even know where to start. Let me hold on to the letter. Anything related to Dan Feng's past should be handled with care.
Right. Don Fong. Forgot that was his other name. What? Does it make you feel uneasy? You evoke the cloud hymn, and the droplet of water condenses from the air and soaks into the leather. The handwriting disappears, and another line of writing blurs due to the water stain. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Oh, sounds like a
Just as
common
I
thing.
thought. There was
Heard-
more than met the eye. Letting him leave first was a wise choice. I can't put him in danger again because of this.
And going on the
If
Dan
he
adventure.
didn't send the letter, then who did? Maybe I should make a trip to the seat of divine foresight. I need to ask Jingyuan about the Stellaron hunters.
Well, based on the story quest that we triggered, I have a pretty good idea who it is. The past that belongs to the Five should come to a conclusion today. But where will the future of the Four flow toward? Alright, let's do this. God damn, our queen. Oh, why can't I get her on my account, man? It's so unfair.
After all this time away from the Luofu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man.
This stupid little
I'm
boy.
just reminiscing about
Does
the
anyone
old
really
days.
like this guy?
However, I never thought Jingyuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh?
Oh, it's Dan.
I've got my work cut out for me today.
Yeah, you're gonna get beat the shit up again, boy.
Well, if it isn't Don Hung.
You again. I don't want to talk to you,
Greetings.
General.
I need to speak to the
Can we
general
speak
about
to your
something.
father? No one likes you.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can
What
deduct
injuries?
my next 100 years' salary if they like.
Ugh,
The Cloud Knights were doing their duty.
such an
I'm here
annoying
to
piece
ask
of
the
shit.
general about the Stellaron hunters.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Don Hung, do you recognize the person on the steps?
Don't think so.
I can't say that I know her, but she does look a little familiar. Is she a guest of the general's?
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth.
Yes, as
That
we
is
keep telling
Jinglio,
everyone.
the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Luofu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the general's master. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wingweaver, the father wolf of the Borazon, or the gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her.
God damn, she's
She's
so
a
cool.
renowned legend. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jingliu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Luofu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn herself in.
Why does she want to
Her
turn herself
surrender
in?
came with one condition: that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jingyuan actually agreed.
I mean, if she's gonna turn herself
Before
in,
he
then yeah, I
left,
guess, right?
He ordered us to accompany Jingliu during her last day on the Luofu. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
I mean, it's not like, right, it's not like it's her fault, right? It's just like it's Mara. It's not like she went around murdering people because she wanted to. It's a bit rough to say she's a criminal than to say she's just Mara stricken. But anyways, I don't know how to say this name. Shinzu? I don't know. Suddenly stops talking. Like her, you perceive a chill settling in the air around you.
Imbibitor Lunae, you're here. Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me? Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Dan Hung.
Ooh. I like that the orb on her like body changes color as well. I don't know what causes that, but that's pretty cool.
Master Dunhung. She's asking for you specifically.
Yeah, no, I heard her.
Be careful. Don't underestimate her.
Yeah. Like, unlike you, you stupid boy. You suck. What's up, Jinglio?
When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the Shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lunae had been wiped from this world, but then I returned to the Luofu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
So does the thing on her like abdomen just like always shift? Why is that?
The life of Imbibitor Lunae ended.
This is the thing Dan
I
likes to
stand
always
before
say.
you.
So
A completely different person.
I understand. The sins of a past life should be forgiven after rebirth. Now you are a nameless, traveling across the galaxy. But can anyone really bid farewell to their past? If my
fair question.
guess is correct, the preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibitor Lunae's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the molting rebirth and turned you into what you are now.
why are you here? Let's not make
I'm not here
assumptions.
to reminisce on old times. Tell me why you're here.
You didn't hear? That Vidyadhara girl explained it clear as day.
What do you want with
I
him?
returned to the Luofu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins.
That doesn't sound
I
right.
did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends, and to fulfill promises I made long ago.
What promises?
Jingyuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
That's right.
Okay. What do you mean in the meantime? Am I gonna be doing something too? I was just expecting to play as Dan the whole time. I'm okay with that. Well, if you could load a little bit faster, that'd be great. But, you know, it is what it is. God, my star takes so long to load, man. Really need to, like, upgrade my PC. This is getting crazy. Here we go.
The
Hey, we're back
sea's
at the dragon.
depths conceal no stone, and dragon's breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe.
I forgot this is what
But
Locha
as a
sounds like.
suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
No, so to lessen the work.
For security purposes. I suppose it's not my security.
We don't want to
you're
have to
talking
like
about.
draw an entire new
The
environment.
Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicassator. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Law Fu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single trade during your stay. Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself. Your behavior truly is puzzling. I can't seem to piece together your motive.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance.
The token being the
I
seller.
admit I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Law Fu did not possess what I was looking for.
What are you looking for?
It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, Locha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone?
I have no idea what these
Or
were.
must I utter that tongue twister of a name?
Utter it. Let me know what's happening. Say the name.
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to defend me and clear my name of suspicion?
I think you're very suspicious.
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the Ten Lords Commission and the 7 Arbiter Generals.
Ooh.
However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the Law Fu you ever lay eyes on.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Ju Ming
Who is
artisan
Bai
Lin
Heng
Sing,
exactly?
and the unmatched stratagem
And
of the general.
Zoom.
The 5 of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, JINGLIU.
What about Jing? Alright, so I guess we're going back to Dan then. Right, we're back to Den.
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories, enjoy a glass of wine, and reminisce about the good times.
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
Shut up, Yangxing.
I would make a wonderful tourist.
She's basically a tourist before she gets put in prison. So shut the fuck up.
Lower
God,
your
hate this kid.
guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lune, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer. Regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life, accepting my letter means that you've accepted my invitation.
Lead the way.
I mean, why would you say no? I mean, look at her.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship Commission?
Do I have to
So
pick?
many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
How hard is it to choose a
Oh
destination?
my god,
We're going to
Yangxing.
Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
Oh, I hate you.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia
Antidote?
is.
God, it feels like a fucking virus. Feels like a parasite. What does it feel like? It's so hard to imagine someone liking Yangxing. He's been like so annoying. That's why like my favorite meme is like the one where like Blade and Jingliu are like beating down on like also Dan are beating down on like Yangxing. It's like God, it's so annoying.
If it's star skiffs you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Oh my god.
Young man, have you ever heard of Bai Hung, the Foxian pilot?
Bai Hung. I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Bai Hung. The name is unfamiliar to you and elicits no feelings. However, a voice inexplicably rings in your ears.
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
So obviously, like, his memories are still
Imbibitor
coming back to
Lune,
him.
If memories are returning to you, share them.
Even though he's like separated from it, he still gets like bits and pieces of his memory.
I think she was one of Imbibitor Lune's comrades.
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibitor Lune and all of us. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul-soothing ceremony?
Which one is that?
Yes, the sending
Oh, yeah, the
off
egg.
of a star skiff. It represents the voyage of the deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control,
We did something
I
similar.
never had the chance to bid
If not, we did
farewell
the
to
exact
her.
same thing for like Ting Yun.
It is something I
like,
have regretted
previously.
to this day.
So,
As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow me.
just need to push some buttons, pull some levers.
I don't know
There
anything
you go.
about manufacturing star skiffs either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard. Careful.
Damn,
There's
Yangxing.
still Stellaron spirits
Sound like a
lurking around.
moron.
No need to worry about the two of us.
Right? Let's see what Jingliu's like. And combine that with like
Tedious.
my team comps and stuff.
You impede me. Your end approaches.
Alright, let's go. Wait, no one uses skill points when she does that? That's insane.
Blade of Moonlight.
God, that's so crazy.
Who will it be?
Oh, well. I should have used her. Oh, well, it's too late now.
A blade knows no mercy.
God damn. She feels good to use.
Careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
No need to worry about the two of us.
Wait, I shouldn't look for treasure. I don't think they're gonna give me treasure here. Yep, there we go.
The moon shines on the truth.
Alright. Take two.
Stand down. Blade of Moonlight.
Probably shouldn't have done this, but
In lunar flame.
God, the ult was so cool too. I really just wanted to see her ult. Damn.
Scared yet?
That's fine. I don't need a skill point.
I will dispatch you.
And Blade should finish this off.
Set.
Almost, apparently.
Nowhere to run.
Well, dead now. Oh, God, I can't wait. Can't wait to be able to pull a Jingliu. Well, I'd love to be able to pull a Jingliu. I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here.
Okay.
Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after.
And how do we do that?
I remember now. I've seen Bai Hung's name in books before.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Yes, he does look like a moron.
Hey, I don't read much, but the general forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Star Skiff. The author's name was Bai Hung.
That's right. Bai Hung was the one who wrote that travelogue.
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems.
Wow.
I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Her luck really was out of this world.
Wait, so she's not a great pilot?
Indeed.
Just crashes all the
Her
time?
luck always astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of some abundance behemoth, or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines.
The hell?
Very few star skiffs she piloted were able to return to port in one piece.
Oh my
The
God.
folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Star Skiff Killer.
Wow.
She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict future events. Inauspicious ones, at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However, when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide. Luck is a type of strength, after all.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
Ha! That'll do it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Alright.
Thank you, young man.
God damn. Alright. Let's go.
See, the Starskiff is complete.
After being away from the Luofu for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
So, what happened to Baihong in the end?
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We are here today to commemorate her.
Does that mean she's not dead? Or does that mean that she died in a weird way?
Do you still remember the battle against Shu Hu?
No. This one, I guess?
The Abundance Emanator, Shu Hu, rallied a great army and attacked the Alliance. I read about it in the shackling prison.
You seem to be interested in learning about your past life.
Well, I mean, you should know about it, I guess, right?
All of that was erased. After Shu Hu attacked the borders, he disappeared without a trace. There are no records of his remains either. Let me refresh your memory. During that battle, Baihong, being the headstrong girl that she was, managed to exhaust the luck that was bestowed upon her by the Rainbow Arbiter.
Okay.
She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shu Hu's sanguinary abyss and awaken you from your dragon's delirium. She was not able to walk out of that fight.
Oh.
We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able to repay.
So she died trying to
For
save
the Cloud Knights,
Anne?
giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in, Imbibitor Lunay.
So it's Imbibitor or is it
You couldn't
Imbibitor?
accept that Baihong was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to... You made a mistake that can never be undone.
What did he do? Did he bring her back to life? So is she
There
alive, but
is
in a
no
weird
need
way?
to respond, Imbibitor Lunay. Your answer is no longer important. And now, I will send off this Starskiff.
Send it off.
Baihong, I've brought your flagon.
Flagon?
This was a gift handmade by him, though he never got the chance to give it to you in person. I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed. I will fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky.
What is the thing that you need to do?
Let's go. The artisanship commission is next.
So it's at the Artisan Commission. I also don't remember which one, which place this one is. Whoa! Did it always look like this? Why is that on fire?
Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived. That's how the creation furnace was saved.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission today, he would burst into laughter at the Xianzhou's incompetence.
So was he part
What's
of
that
the
supposed to
commission
mean?
before?
What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
Ugh, Yanxing.
And
God,
yet
just
where were
shut
the
up.
Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
The Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin. It was impossible to guard everywhere at once.
Ugh, Yanxing, stop.
Young man, why don't we continue our previous contest? Show me whether the sword techniques you are so proud of have improved.
You just want me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
Yes.
You go on ahead this time. We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
So no one likes you, Yanxing. Stop it.
Why did you send him away?
Because we don't want him
It is
here.
of
He's
no
annoying.
importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I don't plan on fighting.
Well, you better.
I'm not asking you to point your spear at me.
Point your spear.
Could it be that the abominations here aren't enough to motivate you?
Alright, let's do this.
The moon shines on the truth.
Look at that. Holy moly. Design on her is crazy.
Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
When I move, it's like
Like you never forgot.
Never forgot. Oh, it's
As an
like
infection.
skills, I guess.
I will dispatch you. The fight is set.
Yes, these guys are just dead.
Ready for death?
Okay. Nice. Let's do this
All
just
will
because
be
I can.
revealed.
Let's slow down for the boys.
In lunar flame.
God, it's so cool.
Come on already.
Ah, I hate this boy.
What took you so long this time?
Shut up.
Don't get anxious.
Every time he
Invited
opens his mouth, I
Lune.
feel annoyed.
We have all the time in the world.
What's this? Oh, it's the fire fish thing. So it's just dead, like, things like this every here and there.
The moon shines on the truth.
What do I think about running? I'm right here.
This spear still recognizes you as its master.
What?
Imbibitor Lunae, do you know who crafted it for you?
It's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
That's so cool. The animations for her are just done really, really well.
Commencing research. Here, try
Yeah,
this.
sure.
Unnecessary. A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
Let's go, Blade. Do it to him. I should trigger it, right?
Failed to
There it is. Then
Specimen sighted.
drop this guy.
too little.
Ooh,
To travel far away.
I will dispatch you.
alright, it's good. Go. Did I attack this one? I did. Well, mistakes happen.
Scared yet?
All will be revealed
Let's do it again.
in the lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Hell yeah. Do it. Kill him. You know what? Sure.
Unnecessary.
Then Blade will follow up.
Thank you.
Nice. Just burn speed.
Everything is ordained by the stars. Stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Just push them forward enough. Just Blade. That's good enough. Tap. And a little tap.
Too little.
Tedious.
Ooh. That's fine.
Who invited you?
Specimen sighted.
And let's go. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. See this.
Save it for your own skin.
And you know what? One more should trigger it. I don't need to. That's fine. There we go.
Blade of moonlight.
Now this should maybe kill him. There. And you should did a lot of damage, so.
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything. But you cannot run from combat, Dan Heng. Your spearmanship is identical to Imbibitor Lunae's.
I didn't even think he used the spear.
Combat is like smelting, purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you remember?
I don't know who
Out
that
of
is.
all of us, you were the closest to him.
Oh no, was it Blade?
It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant get along with someone so proud.
Right, I remember reading somewhere that like Blade like used to make weapons, but then he like used the blade that he's using now, which is broken for some reason, and then he discarded his name and now he's just Blade. I think, if I remember correctly, that's his lore. It's Blade, right?
I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time.
Oh yeah, that's Blade.
I will let all of the Xianzhou know that a brief moment of my life is worth more than their long and meaningless lives.
That's right. Blade was also very against
Yes.
immortality. But if I recall correctly, Imbibitor
still
Lunae
remember his
made him
name. When he
become
was
like,
but a
immortal.
child, He swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Xianzhou to receive training. When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword. But he was boasting about mastering all the crafts of the Artisanship Commission by the time he was 100 years old.
Definitely sounds like
The little brat was no less arrogant than the High Elder. At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature. But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons that astonished the master craftsman. He even snatched the Artisanship Commission title of Furnace Master.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the Artisanship Commission. He was only able to prove his worth alongside us outcasts in the end.
Actually, I really like this story quest so far. It's like giving like a lot of lore. Oh, here's Yangxing again. Ugh, wait, no, not Yangxing. What's his
You
name?
didn't go
It is
easy
Yangxing.
just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course we did.
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
Such a blatant lie.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
But Blade is still alive.
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer
Yeah, Blade
in
is
this
still
world?
very well and alive.
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
Nope. Yep, he definitely became a long life species.
He transformed into a long life species?
Correct. Such are the twists of destiny. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads.
God damn. Some deep
As
words.
smart as
Oh,
he
wise
was,
words, rather.
he made
Speaking
the
of-
foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid Imbibitor Lunae in resurrecting his deceased companion.
They wanted to revive Bai
His
Hong.
stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most. The irony.
God damn. I didn't realize
An
that
old
was his
friend.
story.
You don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave
Genshin, for
him
someone
a
that claims to
second
be so
chance.
smart, you say the dumbest
Does that
things.
not count?
Yeah, what do you mean second chance? I'm also curious.
What did you do to him?
What do you mean by this exactly?
He should have been eternally jailed in the
Oh,
shackling prison
she got him
for
out of
his
prison.
crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom. I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on
Oh.
to him.
That's cool.
I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name.
Blade.
We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
So she trained him in the way of the sword and got him from staying in the shackling prison. Somehow. And now he's Blade. One of the coolest characters. An extreme edgelord, but I think he's cool. So that's not me saying I like edgelords. I just think
As
Blade
a
is
follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters. eventually used as sacrifices to the abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
I don't know, you
The
tell me.
Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Their devotion and sacrifices are indeed commendable, but their devotedness has made them close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the abundance, yet my goals
Really?
are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants Yaoshi dead. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form.
That's fair.
To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable, to be honest. So, in order to sever Yaoshi's curse,
Yaoshi?
one must look to the source for a different solution. Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
The Mara?
I'm listening.
Same here. What is it?
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
What's the Shuling?
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda.
Why would you want that?
And the purpose of the contents of your coffin.
Which is...
General, you said it yourself. This is beyond your control. It is the law of the Alliance. We cannot deviate from it.
Now there's so much to
Splendid,
like
well done. This was a
build up
spectacular
these
move.
coffin's contents. Why can't we just know? Just tell me. What's in the coffin?
JINGLIU.
Blade!
The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
Damn. Sexy blacksmith man. Now he's a blacksmith man that's like amazing at sword skills. Well, that makes sense now why... Well, not really. It's just that there's some similarities to Blade and Jingliu's ult. I mean, they both do the jumping, like, AoE thing. It's even like the same targets, like 3 targets that are adjacent. So it's like... Maybe he picked that up from her? Maybe? I don't fully understand.
Order's already been restored to the Alchemy Commission. Why are we here?
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation.
fair.
Patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge Waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to come to an end.
And then we're gonna kill you. Let's go to Bailu. Tell me, Bailu, am I sick?
Dunhung, what a surprise! Are you not feeling well? Please, come this way.
I'm fine. It's not me.
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
Well, something
My
else.
eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately, and I experience occasional night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area of expertise.
What is your area of
Who cares?
expertise?
The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand. We'll start by checking your pulse. You'll need to take some translucent worms so I can take a closer look.
I would not want to have to eat some translucent worms.
Your hand! It's freezing!
Oh, so she's dead.
Please wait. Dunhung, can I speak to you for a minute? Your friend here has a very peculiar condition. Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that
She's dead?
won't live much longer.
Or that?
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis.
Okay.
Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a dark current running and pulsing between her core essay and her veins.
Her core essay? Her heart?
I've never seen anything like it. With more research, I might be able to make a new entry in the medical records. Can you and your friend come back for follow-up visits?
No, I don't think she can.
Today's her last day on the Luofu.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I might be able to figure out how to cure her. I'll do my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to drink a ton of warm water from this point on.
Oh,
Come with me.
would
I'll
warm water
prescribe
do
her some
anything?
soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go?
I've never
I'm
seen you with a
sorry.
medicine box,
Ever
by
since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were expelled, things have been a mess around here. Dunhung, you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine? I could use your skills.
What skills
Are you in trouble,
would you
Dragon
need to get
Lady?
medicine?
I'll come along as well.
No. No trouble at all.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
Is that why she talks really slow?
I can smell the herbs. It's a Hey! Give me back my medicine box!
Yeah, so I have to fight this thing.
That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
I'm already sprinting. I'm in front of you. Is it with the monkey? Oh, it's with the monkey.
There's an even bigger monster protecting this one!
Since when do monkeys protect like
When did
wolves?
so many creatures start visiting the Alchemy Commission?
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady.
Dragon Lady.
Stand back. The chill of my sword freezes everything in its path.
God damn. The edge is so strong.
All will be revealed
Go for it.
in the lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Nice.
So this is why your hands are so this cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand.
What? Really?
Huh? Commencing research.
I will
Forgot to
dispatch
do
you.
that. It's so annoying.
Fight is set.
It's gonna hit blade.
That paradise may be unreachable for me.
Savor it for me. follow up. Nice heal. Not so nice. Yes. Very nice. Just do tab. Continuous healing on plate.
Unnecessary.
Very nice.
Tedious.
Go for it, Jingli.
No manners, huh? Huh?
There's tab. Tab. Probably not enough, right? Oh, it's kind of a lot though.
Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
I'm afraid it's gonna kill me. I should have bolted first, but it's too late now. Yes.
Lucy.
Yes.
Save it for your own skin.
These were oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Okay, we win now. Well, actually, I would have won immediately if all it took was one hit from Blade, but it is what it is. It's fine.
Alright, let me make sure nothing's missing. Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long.
For some reason, I thought she said cheese strength. Hey, Jingliu. We're back together again. You, me, and, well, in Umberto Lune, I don't have him. So, you're never gonna see him again, even if you join me. But you get to see me, Blade. So, you know, that's cool.
Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Luofu, I've treated a number of Mara-stricken patients recently. They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations.
It's because I'm
You
epic.
don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit. And yet,
Okay.
I still have many unfulfilled wishes and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Like Blade.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence. All
does that
I
work?
have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, I would fall into an empty void. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady.
So she's
Meeting
just
you
so
has
angry
provided more healing
that
than any kind
she
of
doesn't
medicine
become
or
Mara-struck.
remedy. By the way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Yes, Blade.
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all over the Xianzhou for treatment, and the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosia Arbor crisis.
So,
The person
yes.
I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times. Have you seen someone like that, Dragon Lady?
Hmm.
Today?
Oh, someone came by today that matches that description. He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood, though from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
Sounds like Blade.
He's probably looking for a different kind of medicine.
What kind of medicine is he looking?
Well then, it would seem that everything is in place. Let's go meet our old friend.
I'm guessing our old friend would be Jingyuan. We finally arrived.
Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing,
Go fuck off, Yangqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years.
Damn.
If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises.
Because
And in the
they're
end,
dead.
our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell.
Damn.
Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price.
Oh, so she's gonna fight all of
Imbibitor
us.
Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen.
Damn.
Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jingliu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath.
Wait, what?
Now it is time we pay for what we have done.
Oh, she's referring to herself as the 3rd.
Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets.
Damn.
And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price.
In worse price? What's worse?
That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet. It is time to say goodbye.
Goodbye, how? What's happening? It's times like this I wish I had Dan, so it like looks like accurate. Now it just looks like there's two Jinglius or there's two blades. Or just like there's some character that's like out of place. Blade looks cold yet. Well, looks cold yet himself. Let's stare at each other. Yes. Blade. Staring at Blade. With the blade. Blade. Two blades. Together. Alright, that's enough of that. Right. Hi, Jingyu. So, what's happening? What do you mean exactly?
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness. What a depressing reunion.
Thanks, Jingyu.
Jingyuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The
What's
laws
the
of the
Shuling?
Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi.
What's that?
I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-like reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the two of you beforehand.
What does that mean?
Jingyuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path.
What is happening?
No matter. I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
What?
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
What's your due?
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your
to kill him.
body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable of killing someone with the flesh of an emanator.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
So he wants to fight.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
You will only draw against an opponent.
Then he'll fight.
Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death.
God damn. Ooh, cutscene?
We were here once, 700 years ago.
God, he's so...
Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream.
God, so...
I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like
Jingyuan's not even moving.
will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
A familiar feeling.
Damn.
Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson.
That cutscene was
You
amazing.
used the sword Insing crafted,
Oh wow.
and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, Why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer. Which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer.
Damn, this cutscene's making Blade look so.
Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away. Like when we drink to drown our sorrows.
That's why he just wants to die. Damn, man. Blade's story just got immensely sad. And knowing so much more about like Blade's backstory makes him such a great character. Instead of just this like edgy guy. He's now sad and like, well, we understand him a lot. His reasonings and like all these things behind the things he does. Why he is who he is and why he does what he does.
Imbibitor Lunae, what do you plan on doing next?
I don't know. Probably just Express,
Once
I guess.
this gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end.
Pretty much it, right? You can't really run away from it, so...
Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibitor Lunae.
Alright, it's time to bid farewell to everyone. Start with the most annoying one. I want to hear as little from you as
Dan
possible.
Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today.
Yes. I don't care if you try to protect you.
I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did?
Yes. Yes, you will. Because you're a little shit.
Goodbye for now, Dan Heng. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
Probably not. Now for our general, Jingyuan.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another.
Should he be responsible?
Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth. Yes,
I have to go.
it has been a long day for you, Dan Heng.
Alright, finally, to our boy Blade. What do I have to say, boy?
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it.
Well, you are immortal.
We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
Yes.
I will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
Damn. What's this? Where's that icon? Oh, Master Express family. Is everything okay? We heard you received an anonymous letter and we were worried, so we came to check on you. But you weren't in the archives. Did that poker-faced Talron Hunter Blade give you any trouble again? I'm okay. That's a relief then. By the way, don't forget to head back to the Express early. Himiko said she made coffee for us. I love coffee. But if I recall correctly, no one in the Express likes coffee. Damn. That's the end of that quest. That was a really beautifully made quest. I'm not even gonna try and like quote it or anything. I'm not gonna try and like be too critical about it or whatever. I just want to say that was a really beautiful quest. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed like diving into more of the past of Dan Heng and Jingliu and hearing about his past with Blade and the reason why they are the way that they are, and that at least with my choices that Dan is leaning more towards trying to figure out how he wants to live his life now that, you know, he's reborn, but he also has to live with being Imbibitor Linnae. Like, he's not going to deny it or he's not going to reject it anymore. It's now just a part of who he is. And he's just accepting that, yes, that was who he was before, it's part of who he is now, and he has to move forward with it. And I think that's true for a lot of people. You know, they have a past, but you have to just kind of like live with it and just not let it hold you back in becoming a new person that you want to be. I think that's a really nice message. And I just really love the entire like story and drama between like the three of them. And I'm really excited to see more of Blade and like hear more about like Jingliu maybe in the future. It's sad that their friend, I can't remember her name for the life of me, Bai Feng, the pilot, that she died, and that's the main reason for everything. But overall, just to summarize it all up, I really love the way that the quest was made and the quest was done. And I love everything about this quest. And I really hope that they continue to push through with the quality of these quests in the upcoming updates, because damn, Star Rail has not disappointed at all since like since the first release. I mean, there were some patches where it's like you don't really do much, but when they release like that update, it's always like amazing. So kudos to Star Rail for now. They're doing an amazing job. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, well then, thank you for joining me on this story. I appreciate that you stayed with me to finish this story quest, and if you'd like to see more, you could give this video a little like, maybe a little subscribe, and if you want to watch me play or do anything live, you could jump onto my Twitch at twitch.tv/JoeZunic, and you can join me in the chat and we can play some games together or something like that. But till then, see you guys in the next one.